the gang division, our federal partners, FBI, state partner DPS, and ATF, and made a promise that we would get the individuals or the individual that's responsible for the murder of Takeoff in custody. Everybody took a role in this investigation.
The same blicky that Lil Cam got caught with was the same blicky that he used at the party. You feel me? Like, I want y'all to really look at that, man, and really take heed to that, man, and look at that as if you can understand what's really going on, man, because it was sad, man, that this had to happen, man. People sat back and said Takeoff was one of the ones who real life, he tried to mediate the situation. Everybody else was just standing around now. You feel me? Nobody really cared. You feel me? At the end of the day, boy. At the end of the day, everybody saw what happened. Everybody who was there. They got so many, boy, the feds on the case, boy, because it was too many people who saw what happened. Too many. These people sat there and said that them boys could have easily avoided this, man. Quavo know for a fact he should have never been arguing with somebody who they just paid to protect them, boy. They the only ones with the blitz. At the end of the day, they the only ones who had the blitz on them. They was telling Quavo now, man, well, nobody finna be disrespectful to their people, boy. At the end of the day, man, we saw what happened, boy. Boy, they said Bushwick Bill was right there, boy. And they kept blowing at Takeoff, boy. At the end of the day, we know for a fact this is a sad situation, man, because his own people end up aiming at the wrong person.
He knew the whole time it was Lil Cam Fifth. Again, that's the reason why in that statement he put out on social media, he said, "Don't stand behind me." Why would you say that if you didn't know that it was a mob figure? You understand? How you gonna say that if you did not know it was somebody affiliated to your son's camp? So at the same time, I'll let y'all know last video, Boosie, hey man, he told Jay Prince Jr. and Jazz, hey man, let the people know that it was somebody that was affiliated to y'all that had something to do with Duke, man. So once they know that, they can automatically put it together that, hey, y'all was the same dudes who was in the room when Takeoff was sent up as well, man. Before we get into it, let's pay our respects and say, rest in peace to Takeoff, condolences to his family, and much love to all my folks in the ATL. Same thing goes for Chicago's own Duke the Jeweler. Rest in peace to Duke the Jeweler, condolences to his family, and much love to all my folks in Chicago. I told y'all before, man, even the Prince brothers know this, and they pops know this. Hey man, the GDs, they needed to have a conversation with those guys based on what happened to Duke, man. Because I told y'all, man, Boosie already put it out there. He had nothing to do with it. You understand? So based on that, they already had a conversation with Boosie. Boosie already took a flight out to Chicago. That's when I told y'all that one of his concerts was canceled in Chicago based on some folks out there in the city thought that he had something to do with Duke's untimely demise. But again,
They trying to see if Jay Prince Jr. got some underhanded stuff going on behind the scenes that he not basically reporting to the feds or that he not reporting to MobTies. You gotta let this type of stuff be known. In these type of days, you have to let it be known if you got anything on the side going on.
Be honest with me, the feds, they had been on Jay Prince and his associates for about the past 30, 35 years, you understand? Even before Rap-A-Lot, Bad Boys, and The Road was gonna join together and create one unified record label, hey man, the feds was on Jay Prince before that, you understand? And at the same time, it was...
If you're one of the many people struggling to find it,
Y'all know for a fact, everybody sit back and look at it like Jay Prince Jr. was the main one who played a role in this, and y'all can vouch for that.
Whatever conversations,
Like, it's like the conversations that they had, it's the same conversations that they brought back up.
he was having with Mr. Larry Hoover. Again, I told y'all that Wack 100 felt that Jay Prince was using the Hoover family based on trying to stuff his own pockets with cash, you understand? And at the same time, I told y'all Charleston White, another cat who was from Texas, to speak on Jay Prince MobTies and say, hey man, they only known out there in Houston. They're not making no moves all over the state of Texas like y'all think they are. They not. I'm telling y'all, man. I got some folks in the comments from Dallas, some folks in the comments from Fort Worth, some folks in the comments from different parts of Texas who feel the same way. Like, nah, man, the MobTies, they only known in a certain part of Houston. And really not all over Houston like that. You understand? But like I said, man, this video was based on if Jazz don't speak, man. Because like I said, Jazz, he's not the same like his brother, Jay Prince Jr.
And you see what happened to Lil Cam Yellow Hoodie. You see Yellow Hoodie just got booked. He just got locked up, man. And I want to let this be known to everybody who watching, man. Y'all got to be cautious about what y'all do because it's always somebody watching or it's always a camera around. I want to let y'all know, like, this is something that we all see happen day by day, day-to-day basis. Man, be careful out there, man. When y'all out there, man, y'all with these crowds of people, make sure these people don't got their phones out recording y'all. If y'all finna do a hit of anything, subscribe to the channel. Because if they weren't aiming for Takeoff, they said other people got hit up, but I never heard nothing else about the other people got, you know, even fired up. Like, that's what really goes to show and makes me think that, like, Lil Cam and all them, they were just aiming for Takeoff. Because why would, after Migo Bands was staring at Takeoff and Lil Cam was on the side, Migo Bands was like moonwalking backwards while Takeoff was still walking forward. So they walking at the same speed, same direction. How Migo Bands didn't see Lil Cam do that? And why didn't Migo Bands chase Lil Cam after he saw the...
And if you look at the video, Lil Cam was leaning against the rail, and his body was faced towards the front of the bowling alley.
Yeah, he was facing...
He didn't see what's the name with the gun. Only reason why Migo Band started walking up there, because you remember in the night game, Quavo already gave Migo Band to look like, damn, watch this nigga right here.
Yeah. Oh, he was... Yeah, Lil Cam was right on the side of him.
So Migo Band was watching him the whole time.
That's why Migo Bands was watching, because he saw my Quavo.
If you ever play football, you train. If you're playing quarterback, you're trained to receiver, but also watch for the option. Or watch for the front. This man was watching that man the whole time. That's why he thought he was. Quavo arguing was a distraction for him to set up. You feel me?
Yeah.
Quavo was arguing with Lil Cam the whole back and forth, Lil Cam the whole time. They say he was walking, he was trolling it the whole time. You see what I'm saying? So when Lil Cam finally calmed down, he's on his gun. He's got his gun in his hood. He already ready.
He already ready to
You know-
take whatever. He really wanted to take it from Quavo. That's why they shouldn't have never
Yeah,
even went up
he-
there with their jury or nothing.
Keep in mind, think about it. You see the little jewelry Quavo had on? That ain't nothing but probably 50 bags worth of jewelry.
Yeah.
I didn't really see Takeoff with no heavy jewelry on.
See? And that's
You
sad.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just don't look. And the reason why it don't look like what look right for Jay Prince is because it was a whole gift hosted event. But like I said, even if he wasn't there, they would have said the same thing because of the Duke to do it this way. You know what I'm saying? He was already on the investigation from the Duke to do it situation.
Yeah.
So why would he? It don't even make I ain't never known no fluxes like that. Why would you even if that was his initiative?
Hey, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, man. Hey, I want to let y'all know one thing, man. Hey, this video film TV, man. Hey, smash that like button, boy. Hey, ain't no scared business over here. Only that money business over here, man. At the end of the day, man, RP Takeoff, man. RP to everybody that got sent up behind this. And I want to be discreet about everything that was said about what happened because we gonna give you the real truth on how it all went down. And we gonna take it all the way back to when they was standing right there at the bowling alley. I want y'all to really pay attention to this, man. And I want y'all to hear what the eyewitness said.
Y'all see the thumbnail? Y'all read the title under the thumbnail. Yeah, man, this one today is dealing with your boy, Mr. MobTies, Jazz Prince. Yeah, this is the brother of Jay Prince Jr. and the son of Jay Prince, you understand? Now, Jazz Prince, he's mostly the laid-back, conservative type of dude compared to his brother Jay Prince Jr., you understand? Now, based on this whole situation, the people do know that it was Jazz's private party that was thrown out there in H-Town at the bowling alley where Takeoff was sent up, you understand? Now, I told y'all before, man, this is what they pops didn't want. Jay Prince, he didn't want the feds come questioning him or his sons pertaining to Takeoff or Duke the Jeweler untimely demise, y'all feel me? But again, because it's getting heated and there's some people talking that's a part of the MobTies, hey man, this is what you're gonna get. A lot of people already knew them low-level street guys that Jay Prince Jr. was paying off to handle the whole Duke situation and also happened to be one of the guys to send up Takeoff. Come on, man. Again, what's happening is they're going to bring in the MobTies affiliates along with the Prince brothers and his father to see what's going on out there in H-Town, man. Because we all have the same question. Why is this happening under y'all watch? If y'all say y'all for successful black men and protecting them, then why is this happening? You understand? And at the same time, why was the pops lying about not knowing who got something to do with Takeoff untimely demise?
Why would they even say, and I want y'all to realize, look at what's really going on. Why would they even say that MobTies even was affiliated with the person whose son Takeoff up? They only said that because they saw everything that happened on the camera. They saw everybody who played a role in this. And I want to let y'all know one thing. Takeoff had too many people with him. He had this cameraman, he had Buddy who always met they beats, and he had the other dude with him who be with Migo Bands, man. Y'all gotta look at the fact that Quavo was in the crowd with all them, man. Why didn't nobody protect Takeoff? At the end of the day, we know for a fact that that's why you gotta be cautious of who you keep around you and realize who you have in your circle, because people sit back and realize won't let people really see what's really going on in these situations. And I know a lot of y'all already know who I am, already know what the channel about, I already know how we get down, man. Hey, pay attention to the video, not the title.
With Takeoff, remember, yo, let's get the. Yeah, you got them black hands.
And it's the
You got
full
black-
video, you guys.
They look like Jordans. You really got a pair of Jordans on. They gray, black, and white, look like J's. And I think that's exactly who stole them.
Cause remember somebody
Yeah,
hit
that's him,
Quavo.
that's him, that's the same guy. That's the same guy. So now we know who swung at Quavo. Wait, no. Damn, man, whoever recording this, man, what? Here to my record. Oh. It's fake.
And this
this blab.
And it's the full breakdown.
But yeah, we it's fake. To my channel in the description. That too. He was saying something about somebody walked up on him. Right there, you see him? Yellow shirt took off. He gone. He out of there. Yeah, that nigga gone. Bro, I think we got the suspect though, dog. Like, real talk. Like I said, if he got shot in the torso and got shot in the head, that was close. I think that was close range. No ifs, buts about it.
Ain't no way that you can hit him up from far back and instantly hit him in the top. It's no way that it can happen. It's under no circumstances. And everybody sit there, everybody know this, man. And everybody, if y'all realize y'all from the streets, man, y'all can relate and y'all know how. If y'all got y'all homies standing next to y'all and y'all at a party or something, y'all know for a fact that for them, real life gotta be on point, because if anybody aim, you gotta know when to duck. Because if you don't duck on time, they gonna instantly take off your top.
That had to be close range, bro. Close range.
Yeah, and he looked like he feet. Man, I think he was on the floor when the bodyguard reacted to it, or I don't know.
Hey.
Like, real talk, y'all. I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on, man, because they already said that it was the people who was with him that was involved in everything that went on, man. And the people sit back and look at it like, hold on, Takeoff was with Quavo and Migo Bands. They been with him the whole time, and them the people who real life could have avoided this whole situation. When we all know for a fact that this is something that it was untimely, man. Nobody knew that Takeoff was gonna get sent up, man. Nobody knew that, man. Like, real talk, man. People sit here and look at it as if it was something that, you know what I'm saying, that was just over, that was just happening and then just over with it, like quick like that. No, it don't go like that.
He didn't over seemingly nothing. I mean, that.
Like, at the end of the day, we already know for a fact. Everybody already know for a fact that Takeoff had a lot of people in his corner, and he knew that it was a lot of people hating on him, man. He knew that it was a lot of people hating on him.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We begin with some new information in the
ruling his death.
Yeah, this new off in a crowd.
The shots that killed unidentified man's. This was while Quavo got into an argument with someone over a dice game. A scuffle starts. Then you can see that same man.
Like, real talk, like, I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on, man. It's sad because it had to happen to somebody who was of this statue, man. He realized he had more money than a lot of people, man, and it was a lot of people hating on Takeoff.
Recordings.
People sat back and looked at this from a whole different perspective when we already know we could take full consideration to this, man. This could happen to anybody. People sat back and thought it was a game until they saw like real life what really happened, man. People know for a fact that there was too many people who played a role in this.
TMZ. Handle.
Boy, them people trying to get justice for Takeoff, boy. People saw what happened, and people saw everybody who played a role in this, man. People saw everybody that ran from the scene. They said that the same.
What Quavo scared of? What is he scared of?
Man,
What is he scared of?
Quavo ain't even scared. It was they had to plan it because they came in two separate cars.
But why would he do Takeoff like that? His own nephew, why?
He did take off like that for one reason, because he knew that once Takeoff got that call and they said that Quavo real life gotta be the head of the group, it was over with, because Takeoff started it.
Oh shit, that's what that is.
Takeoff started the whole thing. Takeoff didn't want a real life signing on MobTies. He wanted the real life continue the route that they was going. Quavo wanted to be head honcho.
But what I heard, Takeoff been coming to Houston before Quavo too, because they were trying to say him and J. Prince Jr. was cool. They said he was coming down here without Quavo sometimes. That's what I heard. You know, I heard he used to come down here without Quavo. So ain't no telling, he might have turned Quavo home to MobTies. You never know.
Yeah.
And
Quavo snaked him.
Comfortable. Yeah, snaked him.
That's all that is.
But they better watch the Quavo. But you know what I dip in and I dip out. Because you don't know who is who and what is what.
Exactly.
Because them everybody, they sold up that whole section of MobTies and J. Prince, them own that whole section. They ain't own it, but they from that said. But J. Prince mama, J. Prince Senior, his mama staying on shore. I don't know if she still say that, but she stayed right behind Walmart in a big old house. But he had a baby brother named 50. They had in Pine Trail. 3 of his friends, one of his classmates, Pat, I guess, and they all was sitting out there in the park late at night.
RP Dolph, RP Takeoff, RP Mo3. They said that J. Prince Jr. had something to do with the whole situation that happened.
Let me tell you, is what's his name from Memphis, Yo Gotti and Black Youngster. They did that. Yo Gotti and Black Youngster did that on Dolph. And that girl that owned the Makita shop, the Makita cookie, that girl Raven, they all had a hand in that. But Yo Gotti was the main head honcho, him and his brother, and Black Youngster did that. They did that. I put my money and my life on that.
Yeah, and they used to hang together.
Everybody was saying about that. It should have been Takeoff, not J. Prince family. Nah, shouldn't have been that.
Yeah, why would it say J. Prince family? That's what, like, a lot of people in Atlanta can't really get their finger on the fact that you can't sit there and put a small picture of Takeoff and then you got a big old sign that say the J. Prince family. That means they own that place or something.
Oh, they got money tied in it. But I want to know who is the person that let them rent out that place that time of night? Who is behind this here? You see what I'm saying? Why would y'all let them people stay that late in that ballroom like that?
In that Billis and Bowl. And people say that the only reason they did that is because they knew that it was gonna be monitored. But then they didn't know that Lil Cam was still on house arrest, and he literally snuck out, and he had a weapon on him at the same time. And these are straight facts. And a lot of people said, like, why would Lil Cam leave out? Why would Lil Cam get the call. They said it's a party. Why would he put a move on them? Like, why would he bring the blicky outside in a yellow hoodie, go to the place, and he knowing he got the house arrest monitor on him, and he know that people still watching him. He was under investigation from a whole previous case.
So did he have the leg monitor when he went to the ballroom, to the bowling alley?
Yeah, he had the blicky. He had to move on him. Like, why he went to the place. Like, he left home with it. He drove in the car with it. And then when he left, when he ran out, when they saw him on the camera, that's when he hopped in the car. He instantly, once they pulled off, they got pulled over. That's when he got caught with it.
But you know what? I go to Fifth Ward. The from Atlanta gonna come down here when them MobTies and J Prince them least expected, and from Chicago too. It's just a minute of time. People think it's
people gotta let it die down.
Yeah, but they better get justice for Duke the Jeweler too. They ain't talking about Duke. They need to talk. And Boosie did that. Boosie know he did that. Boosie did that. Boosie know exactly what's going on, because the Louisiana people is dirty. They dirty like that.
Yeah, everybody knew Duke. He flooded the whole city with jewelry for the low.
Jake the Jeweler I don't think Johnny, what's his name out here in Houston? The one that was
yeah, the one that they stopped at. They stopped there.
He ain't got nothing to do with that.
No, he ain't got nothing to do with it. They said J Prince Jr. got something to do with it.
Yep. Cause him and Powwow, I'm saying it right. That rapper from Southport, from Clear, with what's his name? You know who I'm talking about. He got a good way, in a good way. And they doing for the community and always doing stuff for Houston. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that Chinese man ain't got, he's a good man. He's a good man. He ain't got nothing to do with that. They trying to say when they robbed Drake the Jeweler, he had something to do with it because they had jewelry coming to him. He didn't want Drake the Jeweler come down here and make no more money more than him. That man is a billionaire. That man don't make money and make jewelry. They can't touch it. You know, so why he want that pity? Not pity because it's good jewelry that Duke the Jeweler had. Don't get me wrong, but he got more than Duke the Jeweler. They might be even, I don't know, but Duke the Jeweler had a shop in Chicago.
Yep.
He had a shop too?
Yep, it was on 93rd.
Oh, okay.
93rd is Stony Island.
See, I don't know. See, I hear about Chicago, but that's one place I don't really cuss for, because when I used to travel.
Pay attention to what's going on. People got to realize that this is a revolving door. You have to understand that a lot of people from the streets, they not finna take it too lightly. Like, what you think gonna happen to Lil Cam when he get out? Once he bun out, what you think gonna happen? They gonna get rid of him because they gonna have to get rid of him because he the youngest one. He a snitch.
Yeah. Ooh, I kind of feel sorry for. In a way, I feel sorry for him.
Yeah, they gotta. That man, that little boy the little boy came with the move. They caught him with the move.
He know too much. And then with that boy Pat, the one that got locked up now, they say he can't get in contact with J Prince, J Junior, J Stevie, none of that. But they might knock him off too. You never know. They might knock him off too. They say his daddy is involved with MobTies and J Prince Sr. So they say they can't touch him. Because they say his daddy was the one showing J Prince Sr. how to do the thing back in the day in the 80s.
That explains it all. That's why Lil Cam running wild. Because Lil Cam's father is J Prince Jr.'s cousin. That's crazy.
The nurse came up and she talked. Why you couldn't talk with the nurse?
And you know one thing?
To save Quavo.
You have to really pay attention to it. Quavo, he was trying to keep the street cold by not even giving a statement when they came and really investigated, and they saw the fingerprints and everything. They saw the camera footage. They they see everybody who was there. That's how they able to pick out DJ Pat.
Yeah. I don't too much know about him, but that same day they came down and they was riding Fifth Ward and having fun and doing what they doing. Come on, man. I mean, you should have known something right. You should have known something right then. But I mean, we going to the grave with this. We gonna find out who did this. We gonna find out who did. We gonna come out. We gonna come out with that video he got out nasty.
Yeah.
Okay. And with Takeoff in the back with all that, he did have something to do with that. You know, he did have something to do with that. Because ain't no way you gonna come down here, got all this money, ain't got no security guard, and y'all millionaires. You hear me? I know Jay Prince them. I know the mama. I know the whole family. One of Jay Prince's brother had years ago in North Shore, 50 cents. He had a baby brother named 50. And I know his mama. I know where they stay. I know everything about him. Because I used to stay in North Shore. You hear me? But Quavo, he got something to do with that. You know, because you just say, oh, come on, let me go before I hurt somebody. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? You had that already planned and set up. Yeah, because I'm down here in Houston, so I got everything. I know. They should have been smarter than that and brought their own security guard, their own bodyguard, their own everything. Then you coming down here, you should have had your own piece too. You know, even though you ain't coming for trouble, you should have still had your own and had backup, had people to watch you and Takeoff, both of y'all.
They was off count for that.
Cause Quavo got to live with for the rest of his life. He ain't gonna never be the same. He ain't gonna never be the same. He ain't gonna never be the same. He got to go to sleep thinking about what he did. He got to get up thinking about what he did. He ain't gonna never, ever be the same. I just feel for Takeoff mama, how she feeling, cause she ain't came out and talked neither. You don't think that's kind of about that? Why you couldn't come on TV and camera and let it be known? I'm Takeoff mama, and I want to know and what's really going on. I would have got on TV, baby. You hear me?
Quavo sitting back, trying to get back cool with Offset because he can't do no more songs.
You think that's gonna happen?
I don't think it's gonna happen because Offset and Quavo had a problem with the last girlfriend, and they like one of the guys. Do you feel me?
They were trying to say well, Takeoff. It wasn't Takeoff. It was Quavo.
It was Offset. Offset was messing with Sweetie, and then Quavo act like it was Takeoff.
That's how they did that.
Yeah, Offset was messing with Sweetie, and Quavo, like, he took the anger out on Takeoff because he knew for a fact that Takeoff.
I thought it was Takeoff.
Yeah.
I thought it was him.
No, Takeoff wanted other rappers, like other female rappers. Like, you gotta look at one thing. Quavo couldn't take the anger out on Offset because Offset know how to fight. You feel me?
Yeah.
So Offset would have beat him. So next thing you know, he took it out on Takeoff because Takeoff don't fight.
Yeah, he sure don't. That's crazy, man. That's so crazy. Them MobTies ain't no good. I got friends that knew Jay Prince Jr. from baby. They say he always been a rebel. He always used to try to run Fifth Ward. You hear me? It's an old school lady. Our old school lady, she raised up in Fifth Ward. She know him from the back to the front of her hand. And then she laid me down on all of them. You hear me? But Quavo got something to do with that. He got something to do with that. Because, baby, if you had nothing to do with that, you'll come forward. You will come forward and talk. We need answers. I mean, I ain't trying to hear all that. I don't care what I said about come on, let me hurt somebody. That wasn't no right for that person to take your nephew's life if you had nothing to do with that.
Exactly.
Something ain't right about that.
Yeah.
If you had nothing to do with that, baby, I would be the first one on the camera, in the media, the first one the same night that happened. And that morning, the police and homicide detectives and everything came down to the bowling alley. I'll be the first one talking. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? You ride in the hood. If you're a millionaire, why you want to expose yourself like that?
Put yourself out there. Put yourself out there, and you knowing the ties that they got with the people in Houston, and you know that everybody come out there to check in, and it's a big thing with the checking in now.
My friend was saying, why they come up with this check-in? No, I ain't gonna check in with y'all. I got my bodyguards coming with me. I got my security coming with me. And I'm gonna let everybody know on my side of town where I'm going and who I'm gonna be with. I ain't gotta check in with y'all. I got security. I got my protection with me. You hear me?
Yeah.
I gotta check in with y'all. And then they ain't even had to know y'all was down there. But like you say, they was invited to that birthday party. And it's a lot. It's a lot. It's Quavo. I really don't want to believe that, but I want to know what Takeoff mama think about that, because that's her brother. I understand. Yeah. But at the same time, that's your child. That's your child. And what you think? Your brother, why would your brother do that to your child? You see, because they say Quavo, no, they say Takeoff worth $26 million or more. You know what I'm saying?
See?
They say he worth $26 million and more. And why you think, what's his name, the other one that married to Carly B?
Ooh.
What's his name?
Migo Bands.
Migo Bands. Why you think he left? He knew something was wrong. He knew something was right.
That's why he gave a statement as soon as they pulled him over. Yeah, he gave a statement. Migo, they keep flooding the comments saying Migo Bands. I already said what happened, and then I saw the video. I'm like, Migo Bands didn't go by the code.
What you say? No, he didn't, cause Carly B out of there quick. She knew what she was doing. She dragged him up out of there quick. But I'm from Houston. I said, stick ass.
Kept blowing at Takeoff, boy. At the end of the day, we know for a fact this is a sad situation, man, because his own people end up aiming at the wrong person.
He knew the whole time it was Lil Cam Fifth. Again, that's the reason why in that statement he put out on social media, he said, don't stand behind me. Why would you say that if you didn't know that it was a mob figure? You understand? Why you gonna say that if you did not know he was somebody affiliated to your son's camp? So at the same time, I'll let y'all know last video. Boosie, hey man, he told Jay Prince Jr. and Jazz, hey man, let the people know that it was somebody that was affiliated to your own that had something to do with Duke. So once they know that, they can automatically put it together that, hey yo, the same dudes who was in the room when Takeoff was sitting up his way up in. Before we get into it, let's pay our respects and say, rest in peace to Takeoff, condolences to his family, much love to all my folks in the ATL. Same thing goes for Chicago's own Duke. Rest in peace to Duke, condolences to his family, and much love to all my folks in Chicago. I told y'all before, man, even the prison brothers know this, and they pops know this. Hey man, the GDs, they needed to have a conversation with those guys based on what happened to Duke, man. Cause I told y'all, man, Boosie already put it out there. He had nothing to do with it. You understand? So based on that, they already had a conversation with Boosie. Boosie already took a flight out to Chicago. That's when I told y'all that one of his concerts was canceled in Chicago based on some folks out there in the city thought that he had something to do with Duke's untimely demise. Again, now the people starting to see the real story starting to unfold. You understand? Because again, like I told y'all before, man, them dudes over there in the MobTies camp, they do whatever they feel, man. They don't be listening to Jazz or Jay Prince Jr. But again, this video is based on the feds had to come question Jazz Prince to see what he know about the whole Takeoff situation, man, to understand what actually happened, man. Not only that, man, and at the same time, they want to know real what's going on behind his policy.
They trying to see if Jay Prince Jr. got some underhanded stuff going on behind the scenes that he not basically reporting to the feds, or that he not reporting to MobTies. You got to let this type of stuff be known. In these type of days, you have to let it be known if you got anything on the side going on.
The feds, they had been on Jay Prince and his
everybody that ran from the scene, they said that the same blicky that Lil Cam got caught with was the same blicky that he used at the party. You feel me? Like, I want y'all to really look at that man and really take heed to that man and look at that as if you can understand what's really going on, man, because it was sad, man, that this had to happen, man. People sat back and said Takeoff was one of the ones who realized he tried to mediate the situation. Everybody else was just standing around there. You feel me? Nobody really cared. You feel me? At the end of the day, boy. At the end of the day, everybody saw what happened. Everybody saw it. Everybody who was there. They got so many, boy, the feds on the case, boy, because there was too many people who saw what happened. Too many. These people sat there and said that them boys could have easily avoided this, man. Quavo know for a fact he should have never been arguing with somebody who they just paid to protect them, boy. They the only ones with the blitz. At the end of the day, they the only ones who had the blitz on them. They was telling Quavo them, man, nobody could be disrespectful.